This story isn't fiction, it's a mirror. Let's talk about what no one wants to say, but everyone needs to hear. There was a young man named Ayotunde, and from the outside, he was the kind of child every parent prayed for. He was respectful, well-dressed, educated. He spoke only when spoken to. He never raised his voice, and he never disappointed. They said he was a good man, but deep down, he was disappearing. See, Ayotunde used to feel alive, and as a child, he would draw for hours. Not for praise, but for peace. He would sketch rivers, trees, faces. Anything that made him feel free. He didn't just draw nature, he understood it, because to him, nature spoke. The trees taught him patience. The rivers taught him movement. The wind taught him surrender. And silence taught him truth. Oh, but when he got older, that silence was replaced with noise. You're a man now, be responsible. That art thing, it wouldn't pay your bills. And so he listened. He became the version of himself that people clapped for. The version that fits in. He worked a good job, made decent money, smiled on cue, and died a little more quietly every day. But then one day he broke. No loud arguments, no public meltdown, just a quiet morning where he couldn't get out of bed. He stared at the ceiling for hours, feeling like a stranger in his own life. And instead of going to work, he went away. He didn't pack a bag, he just got in his car and drove. He didn't even know where he was going, he just knew he couldn't stay. Eventually, he ended up in a remote village, where the trees were still tall and nobody knew his name. He stayed in that village for a week. He didn't tell anyone, he didn't post, he just felt again. But sitting in that silence wasn't easy, because when the world finally stops talking, you start to hear all the noise inside. Ayotunde didn't just meet nature there, he met his grief. He remembered the first time he stopped drawing. Not because he wanted to, but because someone said, "Art can't feed you." He remembered hiding his sketchbook under his bed and hiding himself with it.